Do not let go. Okay, we're kind of kicking their asses now a little bit. This guy's swinging up off of Nowheresville. Can I change the pace here a little bit? I'm gonna do something that's probably gonna piss you guys off. And I'm trying to decide how I'm gonna do this with no spoilers. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna say any spoilers. I'm gonna find a very clever way to go about this conversation. But I wanna say something that might upset some of you guys. And this is just my opinion. That guy was already dead. There was no reason for that. This is just my opinion. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make me any more right or wrong than anybody. This is just my opinion. I'm gonna say it. And I'm not gonna give any spoilers away. But I really didn't like the new Star Wars. I really didn't like the new Star Wars. I just didn't like it. And without going into too many details, because I don't want to spoil anything, obviously, I will say that it was a regurgitated story.
Welcome.
It was completely unimaginative, and it was really rushed, in my opinion. The characters really rushed. I didn't really find myself caring about anybody. Even old characters who may or may not have made a return. I'm just saying. I just didn't like it, and I'm sorry. I wanted to like it. I just didn't. I wish I could go more into detail, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But you can believe I have very valid points to why I feel this way. To each their own. I just feel like I had to tell you guys. Dale, don't fucking tell me how to run my life, you short bitch. Pick up that gold if you want to. Go, do it. Or somebody. Dale, please, just somebody pick up this gold. There you go, Dale. Yeah, you're my little bitch. Do what I tell you. But hey, Skeletal and Greyface No Space. Thank you for the 10 months, man. I can't remember if I thanked you or not. I don't think I did. Thank you, man. And Skeletal Construct, thank you for subscribing. Valdercorn, welcome back. Long-time Viking. And yo, TJ, thank you as well, man, for the sub. Oh my God, I'm so triggered. Okay, so this is what okay, I've said one thing in the past that really riled up my chat, like really bad. Like my chat was really upset. Not really upset. I would say they firmly disagreed with me. And I remember this conversation because it's the first time I've ever felt like we were just not on the same page. Okay? And I don't know why I'm bringing up all this controversial shit, even though it's not really that. I guess it's not that controversial, but anyways. Damn, blasted him. That was that I believed that Ronda Rousey could, even though she lost, God forbid, that she could kick Bruce Lee's ass. If Bruce Lee was here today with the same amount of knowledge that he had in fighting from before and faced Ronda Rousey today, I think that Ronda Rousey would kick the shit out of Bruce Lee. Now, that got people riled up a little bit. So I don't want to rehash that conversation, okay? You can do whatever you want with it. But I felt the same kind of fear when I said that as I did when I said I didn't like. I know you guys are going crazy, but I know that's not what we're talking about. I don't even want to get into that again. I know it killed my chat last time. They got mad at me. Okay? What I will say though is that I got the same kind of fear saying I didn't really like the new Star Wars movie. That's all. That I triggered myself. Jesus, man, you had to bring that shit back up. I'm not getting back into it. I'm just saying that I had that same feeling. You are fucking crazy. Nah, man. You get.
Welcome, Viking of Ellohime.
Even Rhonda would disagree. That's bullshit. Okay, I'm sorry. Are we gonna get back? I feel like I have to defend what I said. No, I'm not. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna. Hey, look. That's the head we cut off. Fuba, man, thanks for the 5 months, man. Appreciate it. You opened a box of Pandora. I think the only point that I want you guys to realize is that fighting in the last, like, I would say 20 years has evolved so much because of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, that Bruce Lee would have been at a natural disadvantage facing anybody that had spent years doing Jiu-Jitsu. And I know that he did a form of Jiu-Jitsu, but he did not do the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu that was made famous by Hoist Gracie and all those guys. So I'm just going to throw that out there. And I think that he's at just a natural disadvantage as time goes on. I'm not saying he couldn't learn and get good. I'm just saying as he was at that time against a Ronda Rousey today at this time, there is an evolution in fighting that has happened over the last 20 years that would leave him at a great disadvantage. That's what I'm saying. Bruce Lee didn't do jiu-jitsu. Yes, he did. He did a form of it. It was not what we know today, but he did do some of it. Yes, I have done that research. Have you watched Bruce Lee? Yes, but when watching Bruce Lee, it is hard to decipher what is true and what is false between him being a showman and him being a martial artist and him being a movie actor and all sorts of stuff. It's hard sometimes to differentiate what's real or not. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I don't want to get into this. You know what? I got this new thing I can do. Okay, don't be mad at me, guys. It's just my opinion. I have an opinion. I'm sorry. What did I just fucking do? What did I just do? I had this great thing I could do. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and flush the chat. Okay, there we go. New conversation. We're moving on. Let's talk about... Man, everything I want to talk about is spoiler-inducing. Like... Wait, okay, I gotta talk to Dale real quick. What does Dale gotta say? Dale, talk to me.
We must protect the Orcs at all costs.
Shut up!
Flying monsters plague the path to Grand Soren.
Okay. So, we're moving on. What are we... I want to talk about Making a Murderer with Stephen Avery and that whole case, too. Recently, I just started listening to Serial, which is a podcast about a American soldier deserting and being caught by Afghans for 5 years, being released, and coming back to America, and then being put up on charges for desertion. It's a whole thing. It's a whole crazy story. I want to talk about that, too. Man, I want to talk about so many things I can't talk about because it's spoilers. I'm not going to spoil. Nothing I said just then is a spoiler. It's all pretty standard, but it goes more into it. I don't know. Tell me about your favorite games as of late. You know what I will talk about? You know, this is what we can talk about. We can talk about Dwarf Fortress. How many of you in the chat have played Dwarf Fortress? What the oh, harpies. Fucking harpies. Super jump attack. Activate. Now! Oh, man, I missed! Wait, leave my friend! That's a buddy of mine! Leave him alone! Oh, that sucks. That's not fun. Oh, here we go. Why can't I fucking hit these guys? Oh my god, please. Alright, you know what? I should have done this a while ago. I'm an idiot. God, I can't aim that high. It won't give me, like, free range aiming. This is a weird... I have to press F to shoot, and I have to hold Alt to pull up my bow. Okay, she's down. Let's just fuck her up. The advantage is ours! Fucking Gertrude. Mother Uki. Why? Yeah, harpies in this game suck, man. They're like the cliff racers from Morrowind. Anyways, so nobody's played Dwarf Fortress. Okay, so for those of you, are there any people out there that don't know what Dwarf Fortress is? Is there anyone out there that just is absolutely clueless when I say, hey, Dwarf Fortress? You're like, I have no idea what the fuck that is. You can always rebind. Yeah, I guess I could. That would make sense. Level up to 8. Nice.
Welcome, Viking of Ellohime.
Is this game worth buying? In my opinion, it is. Hi, Cask Mask. Thanks for the 5 months. Good to have you back. Yeah, cliff racers are way worse. I'm just saying they're like... Okay. So Dwarf Fortress, depending on who you are, is either the best game you have ever played in your life, or it is the most confusing piece of shit game and you never want to touch it ever again. And the reason I say this is it is a game of much complexity, okay? It is probably one of the most, if not the most complex game in the world. Does that make it a good thing? Not necessarily. And it is a game that is plagued by, purposely, by the way, terrible, terrible graphics. And not just terrible graphics. I'm talking like graphics are literally just symbols. They're just symbols. Like a goblin is the letter G. Like that's what you see moving around, is like a letter G. More complex than Eve? I would say yes. I would say that Dwarf Fortress's learning curve is probably steeper than Eve. I have played both, and I feel, at least that's how I feel. I could be wrong, and I think it depends on the person. But I think Eve is easier to get into than Dwarf Fortress. In Dwarf Fortress, cats who got covered in beer died to alcohol poisoning while they licked themselves. Yeah, it's a game where it's like in Dwarf Fortress, for example, the combat system is very dynamic. Think like RimWorld, but like times 10. So in RimWorld, you can, if you shoot at somebody, depending on their cover and all this other gun and your ability and their ability and whatever, a gun is fired and then things happen, okay? I shoot them in the arm, and it breaks their arm. I shoot them in the liver, it destroys their liver. I miss, I nick them. I shoot them in the head and kill them. I hit them in the brain and make them, you know, slow. All these things can happen, but in Dwarf Fortress, it's a little bit more complex. You can literally choose to, and give commands to, grab most any part of the body and do certain things like within turns. Okay, so like I could grab someone's arm and grab their elbow, and then I could use that to pull them close to me and then take them down and then choke them or snap their neck or break their arm or cut an artery. Like all these things are possible in the world of Dwarf Fortress. Now, they have actually three modes, but two of them are really the most important. One of them is Dwarf Fortress mode, which is where you actually build a base with dwarves and defend it from necromancers and goblins and dragons and all sorts of stuff. You do a lot of crafting. It's very RimWorld-y. You know, RimWorld gets a lot of its roots from Dwarf Fortress. Actually, a lot of games do. And I don't know if this is interesting to you guys or not, but I figured I would talk about it because I spent a lot of time trying to learn it. And that's where you set up a base and all that good stuff. Then you have what's called adventure mode, where you actually go into the world. Oh, by the way, I guess I should mention this first. You actually create worlds with fictional histories and stuff on the fly. So like, and you can set up the parameters for that. So let's say I wanted to create a world, right? So I could create a medium world with a long history and with many settlements. I can choose all that, and then I hit create. And as it's creating, a story is being created from all the characters that will make a history, a very rich history of the world that I'm involved in. Oh my god! Okay, well, I think we're okay. I guess she took the blow of that boulder. Anyways, so once you do that, you can go into adventure mode or Dwarf Fortress mode and set up a fort in there. Or you can go in and experience yourself by participating in the world itself as an actual character. So you can make a Dwarf Fortress, it can be destroyed, and then you can actually go back to the ruins.
Viking of Ellohime.
You can actually go back to the ruins of your destroyed fortress and explore it as your character. And you can explore the whole world like this. Are you going to stream Dwarf? I probably will not stream Dwarf Fortress just because I think it's, one, because I don't know how to play it still. I spent 2 weeks trying to learn, and I got somewhere. I wouldn't say I got very far, though. There was a lot still to learn, so I probably won't stream it because it would just be a lot of I don't know what I'm doing. So, no, I probably won't stream. But I do think maybe some of you guys should look into it, though. It is a very interesting game, and there are mods that you can download that'll increase the graphics to a more viewer-friendly UI and graphics setting. You can just download that and you can set it up. So it's not a total loss, right? You don't have to deal with those terrible graphics. But the original game will have those. 2 weeks for the tutorial. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's got, I think you should show a picture to get a better understanding. Here, I'll show you a picture of just what Dwarf Fortress looks like. Let me see. I can do it real quick. Dwarf Fortress. I mean, you guys can look this up on your own. But this is what a typical Dwarf Fortress would look like, okay? Let me see if I can find an original picture. Because some of these are graphic, you know, like I said, the enhanced graphics version of those. Something like this is okay. Here we go. This is a good one. So I can just go over here. Boom. This is a picture of Dwarf Fortress. It's not going to make any sense looking at it, but all these symbols mean something.
Welcome, Viking of Ellohime.
Crate Dragon, 24 months, 2 years with you, dude. Man, has it been that fucking long? I hope you're doing fucking awesome, dude. Thank you, man. Thank you. It's good to see you, dude. And Akina, 5 months as well. Appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. So when you look at this, all these symbols mean different things. You spend a lot of time trying to understand the symbols. Let me find another picture that is maybe a little bit more with a graphics mod that looks a little bit more friendly. Let's see. Let's look up Dwarf Fortress graphic mod. It's so good, Cray, to see you, man. So some of them can end up looking like this. This, I think, is a little bit easier for you guys to process in your headspace. Hold on, let me sorry, I didn't mean to get off on a tangent. I'll get back to the game in a second for those of you who want to see the game. Let me see if I can just save this image as... No, that's not going to work. Sorry, here we go. Save image as. There we go. Okay, so this is another way that it can look, depending on the mods that you download or whatever. It can look something like this. Oh, my bad. Boom, like that. And you'll have dwarves that go in and, you know, dig down deep, and you find, you can, like, the whole game is about, like, trying to build your fortress the best you can while dealing with all these things that pop up just randomly as you're building. Like, you dig too deep and you hit an aquifer and everybody drowns, or you dig too deep and you get a Balrog and he kills everyone, stuff like that. So, yeah, much better. Anyways, so I spent some time, you know, my time off trying to learn this game, and man, what a ride. It's really rewarding. It's a story-driven game, and it's almost like playing D&D with yourself, and you're the dungeon master and you're the player, and everything is interacting constantly, and it just gets crazy, all the combinations and things. If you ever played RimWorld, you know what I mean to a small degree, right? Just random shit happens in RimWorld, and you're like, oh, that's so funny, or oh, that's so clever. I didn't know they interact that way. It's like that, but like times 20. That's Nemoria? To be honest, Nemoria is only a simplified graphical version of Dwarf Fortress. Hold on. I might have picked up the wrong... Is this? No, that's not Nemoria. That is a graphics mod, I believe, from this post on the Dwarf Fortress Reddit. Getting started with Dwarf Fortress, yeah. That is a picture of Dwarf Fortress, I believe. That's from the Dwarf Fortress Reddit, so I assume it would. There's another picture on here that I'd like to show you guys, but it's a little... It's for some reason I'm not able to download it. And there's other graphics mod. It doesn't matter. Either way, you guys get it. Anyways, you guys get it. But yeah, I don't know. If you guys are kind of into that RimWorld, Prison Architect, simulation, and you really want it on like a hardcore level, you might want to check it out. It's definitely, I don't know. It's very much worth the time for the people that it clicks with. If it doesn't click with you within, you got to dedicate yourself, right? You got to at least give it a few days of really trying. Watch some YouTube tutorials, whatever. If you still don't get it, you still don't click with it, it still just doesn't, whatever, then whatever. I didn't do you any favors. But I know there's probably somebody out there that will enjoy the game. It's actually a pretty popular game, and the people that love it are very, very, very serious about the game, and they're huge fans. They get on there and talk about their stories, and they make entire storyboards based on some of their fortress runs. It's actually pretty awesome. Hello, your head is gonna hurt. Why? What did I do? Could be the Stone Sense mod. Yeah, there's a bunch of mods for it. So, anyways, I digress slightly. Now, attack. We need to rest soon, like real soon. I love how they're on fire and they just start running around. There we go. Should get it. Okay, we're good.
That's all.
Thanks, Swamp Goblin. Appreciate it, man. Have you seen the game Hero Song that Ko is affiliated with? The world randomness is akin to Dwarf Fortress. Yeah, they attribute Dwarf Fortress to their game. Ko's new game that he's kickstarting with Smedley, John Smedley. They attribute. Wait, where am I at right now? I was talking so much I didn't even pay fucking attention to where I was at. Let's check the map real quick. After accepting the map, question marker, and pressing one map. I am still within the realm of where I'm supposed to be, but I think I'm okay. Yeah, right here. Okay, we're good. We're good. I just wanted to make sure I was in the right spot. At least I think we're good. Says right here is the quest. What did I leave somebody behind? I might have left them behind. Not my kind of game, but I can see why the fans enjoy it. Yeah. Okay, here they are. Sorry, I left the card a little bit. My bad. I remember watching one guy reclaiming one of his old fortresses and it was swarming with undead and ghost babies. Really? Yeah, it's like I said, it's a really interesting game that has a lot of really cool interactions. If you're one of those people like I really like Neo Scavenger, which is a really fun game. I like when I like reading what happens to my characters when I make actions, right? So like really? Mercedes? You sure? Where do you see that? Because I'm pretty sure we cleared all of it for you already. You're welcome. What was I about to say? Shit, I just totally forgot what I was fucking saying. Great. Wonderful. Thank you, Mercedes, for ruining my thought process there. Ghost Babies sounds like my kind of game. It's just weird shit. Just go on the Dwarf Fortress Reddit and read through some of their stories. You'll see all sorts of crazy. Oh, I want to talk about the interactions a little bit. So like, wow, it sounds like I'm being sponsored by Dwarf Fortress. This stream now sponsored by Dwarf Fortress. No, so like in Neo Scavenger, you can be like, I want to attack that guy's arm with this pan. And it's like you say, okay, I want to do that. And then you choose what kind of attack. Do you want a harder attack or a lighter attack that's quicker? Or what do you want to do? And you make a decision and then you hit attack. And then depending on certain statistics, it is rolled out what happens. And it'll tell you. So I want to hit that guy in the arm with a pan. And I will say that. And then all of a sudden it'll say, you have hit so-and-so with the pan. And it has bruised the tissue or something like that. Or broken the bone. Or you missed. Or you went to go hit him and he grabbed your arm. You know, something like that. That happens in like Neo Scavenger, right? But in Dwarf Fortress, it's much more complicated. You can stab somebody. You can choose their neck, their torso, upper torso, lower torso. Whether you want to bite them, if you want to grapple them, if you want to stab them, slice them, crush them, depending on whatever weapon you have. You can cut arteries. You can disembowel. You can decapitate. You can stab a spear into somebody and then twist it. You can beat people with random objects. You can throw shields. You can throw anything basically that you can get your hands on if you want to. I had a character that was that was really proficient in biting. I bit someone's leg and then shook my head and tore their leg off. It was ridiculous, but shit's crazy, man. By the way, you beat Neo Scavenger. I still haven't beaten Neo Scavenger. I still haven't. I haven't even made it to that city on the far east side in that game. But anyways, I digress. Like I said, but it's really cool if you're into that kind of like really deep RPG interaction and combat. Dwarf Fortress is where you want to be for sure. And before the buffalo dies, I'll never let this buffalo die. He'll never die. I am way behind on, not way behind, but a few people behind on my sub list, and I want to thank these people immensely. Dorwin, especially, 28 fucking months, Dorwin. Hope they give you some love in the chat, man. And thank you, man. It's good to see you, dude. I hope you're doing super well and your family's super healthy and everything's awesome. And Shenmue subscribed 3 months in a row. Also very appreciative of that. Thank you. Welcome back. And Ashros, thank you for the half of a year. Thank you so much for keeping those subs going even when I was away. That means a lot to me. Thank you guys. You can hit the mule to make it go faster. Right now I'm just trying to stay alive. These guys are coming out fucking there. Whoa! Jesus. God, that guy got fucked up. I think we're definitely dealing with things a little bit more our level. Yeah! Hey guys, I got one. What should we do with him? Oh, I'll just hold him while you guys shoot him with ice. It's fucked up. Throw him. I love how you can just throw him and then just re-pick him back up. I can literally take this guy all the way. You know what? God damn it. Somebody stop me. I'm going to take... No. Yeah, it's happening. God damn it. This is not going to be worth the amount of time. I just love how you can... Oh, but I'm running out of stamina. I see. But I can just wait. No, I fucked up. Okay, so the stamina will catch up. All right, that's how they balance it. I feel like I have a lot of stamina, though. Herbs.